Diary of a Wimpy Vampire by Tim Collins. Saturday the 1st of January. I shall turn 100 this year, so I thought it was about time I kept a diary. Perhaps you're reading this in the future, when some idiot has rammed a stake through my heart or chopped my head off. Perhaps you are a professor who study my poetry. Either way, welcome to my first ever diary. Just because I said that I would turn 100 this year, don't imagine me as an ancient old man. To your eyes, I would look 15 years old, as this is the age I was turned into a vampire by the people I call my parents. They transformed me along with the girl I call my sister, as they felt like starting a family. And did they ask me about my feelings on the subject? Of course they didn't. You might think that being undead is a non-stop thrill ride. Well, think again. Today was boring as hell, and I've got another day to go until school starts again. I can't believe I'm looking forward to going back to that place. That should tell you how exciting things are around here. Sunday the 2nd of January. It's quite hard to get the hang of writing diary entries. Humans probably start by saying what time they wake up, but I never sleep. I suppose I should start with what happened from midnight onwards, or maybe make 4 a.m. the cut-off point. It won't make much difference anyway, as all I ever do at night is play computer games. If you're wondering why I don't run around all night sucking the blood of humans, it's because Mum and Dad have to do all that stuff for me. When you transform into a vampire, your strength and speed are supposed to increase to a superhuman level. But guess what happened to me? Oh, that's right, nothing. Absolutely nothing. If anything, I got even weaker and slower than ever. The annoying thing is, I still need blood to survive, but as it's too difficult for me to hunt, I have to rely on Mum and Dad to get it for me. Every few days, they travel to a different town to get a fresh supply, because if they did it right here in Stockfield, everyone would realise we're vampires and put us in a zoo or something. I hate being dependent on Mum and Dad, but I don't feel guilty about making them get the blood. After all, I didn't ask to be transformed. They got me into this mess, and fetching my meals every day is the very least they can do. Monday the 3rd of January. A new girl has joined our school. She's called Chloe, and her family has just moved to town. She has pale skin, black eyes, and dark hair in a ponytail, showing off her long neck. She sat on her own in history, so I think she's scared of meeting new people. It'll be interesting to see if she ends up making friends with the popular gang, the tough gang, or the goths. I'm sort of part of the goths, but I don't hang around with them outside school or anything. I'm a bit of a mysterious loner, really. Anyway, other than the new girl joining, it was a rather uneventful first day back. We had mass with Mr. Wilson, and he said that we weren't concentrating enough because we were still too full of Christmas pudding. He made the same joke last year, and I didn't laugh then either. Nobody likes to ask him for help because he leans right over your shoulder and his breath smells of rancid coffee. People say the smell of garlic is lethal to vampires. Well, take it from me, it's got nothing on math teacher coffee breath. I had some type A+ blood for dinner. It was quite bitter. It was supposed to say, bless the sacred life force before you drink it, but I'm too much of a rebel to bother with tradition. Tuesday the 4th of January. I sat next to Chloe today in art, and I could smell that she had type O- blood, which is rare but especially tasty. My dad calls it the champagne of blood. I told her about the goths, the tough gang, and the popular gang, and she said she wouldn't want to be part of the popular gang anyway. She's a girl after my own heart. I told her about the rumour that Mr. Brown was a millionaire before he lost all his money and had to become an English teacher, about how Darren from our class came in no uniform day wearing his PE kit because he's so poor that these are the only clothes he owns. She didn't laugh at this and said she felt sorry for him, and I agreed, to make myself look caring and sensitive.